my name is Brian Nysen, and this is my demonstration presentation on how a circuit works. Have you ever wondered how a light works, or even how a microwave works? Now, the obvious answer to that question is electricity, duh. But what tells a light to turn on, or what tells a microwave to cook your food? Now, the answer to that question is circuits. I have a bit of experience with circuits because I've made several robotic projects with my dad over the years. So I want to share my knowledge over the next 4 to 6 minutes and explain how to make a simple LED circuit. Now, to make this, you're going to need a few items. Now, don't worry, they're not expensive at all, and you can get them at basically any electronics shop. So what you're going to need, you're going to need a breadboard, an LED, of course, a resistor, and this is important, so we'll get back to that, and some wire. Now, before I go any farther, I want to explain a couple key terms. I want to explain current, which is the flow of electrons, which is basically the flow of electricity. So without current or any of that, there would be no circuits. Now, what is pushing that current is what we call voltage. Now, current and voltage are very closely intertwined, and they're also very important in building circuits. Now, an LED can only hold so much current and voltage before it short circuits. And what happens when something short circuits is it basically just catches on fire and explodes. So obviously not a great thing. So what prevents this from happening is that thing that I wanted to talk about, which is resistors. It's this small blue thing. Now, what a resistor does is it regulates or resists the flow of current so that this LED can continue to shine on without exploding. Now, another key thing that you should always be on the lookout, and I always forget this, is you see on this breadboard all these pins. Now, each component, you put on to a pin, and you want to make sure that all the components are lined up, because say this LED was over here, then obviously electricity would have nowhere else to go. So yeah, you almost want to keep it in like a circular path, kind of like a circuit. So that was a very basic understanding of it, and if you want more in depth, I would go to articles like Electricity, the Basics, and the DC Circuit Analogy, which offers far more in-depth answers than what I'm giving. Now, finally, you're going to need the power source to actually turn the LED on. So you're going to want to put the red wire, I don't know if you can see it, on this red plus sign, and you're going to want to take the black wire and then put it on this blue negative sign. And if it all works out, the LED should turn on. Alright, look at that. The LED turned on. So, to wrap this up, the key things I want you to take away from this presentation is current and voltage, as they are core concepts in making a circuit, and Also, always remember where you're putting your components, as you'll be looking all over to see where you went wrong. Maybe the voltage is too low or anything, only to realize that you put your component in a wrong spot. I want to thank you for your time, and I hope you find electronics as interesting as I do.